like to invite Mr. Shreyas Ji Kotian from Karnataka.
Laguchetasam, Udhara Charitam, Tu Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam are the words from the Maha Upanishads, which means only small men differentiate by saying he's a stranger and he's a family, but when it comes to the people of India, they think the whole world constitutes a nation. Taking immense pride in being part of such a dynamic country which has this kind of patriotism, I, Shreyas Kotian, representing Karnataka state, would like to greet all the jury members, dignitaries, my dear fellow contestants, and everyone gathered here a very good afternoon. When India respects all religion with its secular culture, when India showed the world that the change can be achieved by the way of peace and satyagraha, patriotism in India have vibrant and comprehensive meaning, and at the same time, today's topic, patriotism and nation building, is very relevant. Patriotism is nothing but that inherent love towards our country. It's not the feeling that we get when we watch India-Pakistan match, but it's the zeal that makes us to work for our country in whatever way we can. It's not to be taught, but inborn in us. On the other hand, nation building is a constructive ongoing process, involving all the citizens, especially youths, in building a social consciousness, political stability, much required infrastructure at every level, and economic prosperity in a democratic way. Dear friends, before directly moving towards the topic, I would like to speak about the global and historic perspective of patriotism and how patriotism became base for nation building in our history. The year 1789 is considered to be the most unforgettable year in the human history because it was at that time ideas like equality, liberty, fraternity flourished through the French Revolution. French Revolution not only changed France, but it also entirely revolutionized whole world with a new concept called patriotism. Coming to nation building, American War of Independence stands as the greatest example for how patriotism can become base for nation building. In this contest, we can't forget Hiroshima and Nagasaki nuclear attacks. When the two bombs, Little Boy and Fat Man, were dropped, whole world thought it was the end of the stories for these two cities. But within few years, they were back with the enthusiasm, and the whole credit goes to the patriotism that was prevailing with the people of Japan. Coming to Indian perspective, in Ramayana, Rama says, Janani Janmabhumischa Swargadapi Gariyasi. By saying this, he compares our motherland to heaven. Sacrifices of Bhagat Singh, Mangal Pandey, Subhash Chandra Bose, other martyrs, and Indian national movement led by Mahatma Gandhi and Sardar Patel stands as the greatest example for Indian perspective of patriotism and nation building. But after 70 years of independence, meaning of patriotism is not just sacrificing your life for the sake of nation. After 70 years of independence, meaning of patriotism is not just performing silent prayers on the death of your martyrs. After 70 years of independence, meaning of patriotism is not just twice Indian March Past on Independence Day and Republic Day. And please forgive me, but after 70 years of independence, meaning of patriotism is not just standing in cinema hall before the start of movie. Today, working for our nation in whatever little way we can is patriotism. Paying taxes in time is patriotism. Fighting against corruption and other social evils of the society is patriotism. Working with utmost dedication for Swachh Bharat is patriotism. And for me, contributing small things or the big for the development of our country is patriotism. But unfortunately, our patriotism is facing a lot of threats today, and simultaneously, these threats are the hurdle to nation building. And in the procedure of curbing these threats, I think youths of our nation are the best source and instrument. According to United Nations report, by the year 2020, 64% of total Indian population will be youths. That means our energy, our motivation, our hunger to do good for our nation can definitely build our nation and take it to greater heights. In the words of our Honorable Prime Minister, a youthful nation like us must leave an impact on the entire world. Now, speaking about threats, there are numerous threats faced in India right now. But to name a few, communalism. Communalism was a seed of British rule, but unfortunately, our politicians are still nurturing it for their own political and willful gains. Similarly, regionalism and casteism are other threats. These threats, being a threat to the patriotism, are trying to disintegrate our nation. And my dear friends, nation building is not possible with disintegrated minds. It's time that we understand no Hindu is required, no Muslim is required, no Christian is required, no person belonging to any religion is required, no regionalist is required. to build a mighty nation like India, but only a true Indian who is human to the core is required. Let's be that human being, let's be that Indian and build our glorious nation. Unemployment is seen as a major hurdle to nation building today. To overcome this and to build a digital economy, our present day government, under the dynamic leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, has launched several programs like Make in India, Skill India, Digital India, Startup India, etc. Lack of skills and inadequate employment opportunity are the basic cause of unemployment. Skill India project concentrate on developing these working skills of Indians and making them capable of getting employment anywhere in India and giving employment to others. But what I saw in Skill India is that it is not concentrating on agricultural skill development. So it's my recently we are witnessing a lot of farmer suicide and it's very disheartening. So it's my humble suggestion to the government that Skill India should also concentrate on agricultural skill development and should put an end to the farmer suicide and take our country to a greater level. Our Prime Minister said one more thing, that we must make nation building a people's movement. Dear friends, with making in India, let's take oath of making for India. Let's use all our energy, all our knowledge, all our time in making India 100% developed nation and world leader in its own right. Now, I would like to drag your attention towards politics. Dear friends, we all say, right, politics is a dirty field. Politics is not dirty because there are some bad people in politics, but politics is dirty because good people are not in politics. Whenever election comes near, we vote a candidate just by seeing the amount of campaign and advertisement that he or she does. We are not concerned about their worthiness, past experiences, present capabilities, or their future vision. And then we blame politics is dirty. Therefore, I say patriotism is also selecting a right candidate because these right candidates are the soul of democracy. Patriotism is evaluating your government at each and every step. As Mark Twain rightly said, patriotism is standing with your country all the time and with your government only when it's necessary. Let's make it a true vision and take our democracy to a different level. Patriotism is a feeling of oneness. And to attain this feeling of oneness, attaining equality is utmost necessary. Therefore, without gender equality and without overcoming casteism, no nation building nor patriotism could flourish in any country. According to 2017 Gender Gap Index, India is ranked 108th position in the world. That means still there is a wide gap between men and women in India. Whenever I speak about women empowerment, I remember the name Arunachala Muruganandam because he was a man who revolutionized the menstrual health of rural women by developing a simple machine that produced cheap sanitary napkin pads. And I believe this kind of women empowerment is required in each and every different level in India. There are a lot of threats if it is, but a common solution for almost all the threats faced in India is educational reform. It's very sad, but I still have to say, in the past 60 years, dear friends, in the past 60 years, we are the highest producer of engineers in the world. But yet, India ranks 60th in the Global Innovative Index. That means no major innovation happened in India in the past few years. The reason is quite simple. Our education system only concentrates on scoring marks. This has to be changed. Our education system should adopt the Rigvedic words of Anabhadraho Kartayu Yantru Vishwataha, which means our education system should teach our youth to keep their mind open, to adopt new changes, to adopt new ideas, and to adopt moral activities, and this will be base of nation building. Finally, I would like to say, nation building is only possible when we fight the evils like corruption, illiteracy, poverty, unemployment, child labor, terrorism through our collective effort. Nation building is only possible when media won't sensationalize news but show them as it is. Nation building is only possible when we stop creating the idols of Vivekananda and Gandhiji, instead follow their ideologies. And nation building is only possible when we stop speaking big things and start doing small things in the best way possible. Finally, I would like to conclude my speech by quoting the words of Swami Vivekananda. Take up an idea. Make that one idea your life. Think of it, dream of it, live on that idea. Let your brain, muscles, nerve, every part of your body be filled with that idea, and that's the way to success. Dear friends, it's time for India to show the world humanity and leadership as we are fast moving towards the world leadership goal. The day we make nation building our idea of life, India will reach such a height that tomorrow all the countries in the world will see India with their eyes raised with respect. Thank you. Jai Hind.